Hello everyone, my name is Aviana Janelle. Welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna go over some things that I learned at 19 because I'm gonna be 19 on Sunday. I think some of the stuff I put on here is kind of niche, as in like everybody and their mom have already been saying this, but I'm gonna still say it because you don't learn until you experience it, and I've experienced this stuff now, so I'm gonna say what I got to say. So we're gonna start the first thing. Baby, if you hit 18, you think you'll have it all figured out? You will still be confused. You will probably be confused whenever you're 30. And that's okay. Confusion's okay. Confusion means you know you have your options open and you know where you want to go, you just don't know how to get there. If you don't know where you want to go, you'll find where you want to go. It's fine. You're only 18. It's not the end of the world. I promise. I've learned this lesson, I want to say through trial and error. I don't know. I kind of want to say I'm well versed in this, but you cannot control what other people do. You can't control what other people do. Like, you might want to, 1000%, you might want to control someone else's decisions. Unfortunately, you can't. And that's okay. That's kind of like a hard truth to face, but that's all right. Whenever it comes to me, I'm a person, I like to give advice to people, and people are like, they're receptive to it. They'll sit there and they'll nod and they'll They're like, okay, I love that. And then I turn around, they're doing the exact opposite. So that would frustrate me beyond belief. Like, I'll be pissed. But I gotta understand, that's their life, that's their decisions. I'm not their mama. So it shouldn't concern me what they do and what they don't do. You know, they choose to do that, so be it. They asked for my advice, gave it. They don't want to follow it, so be it. You can't control other people's decisions. You can't control their actions. You can't control what they want to do, how they feel about themselves. You can't control other people. Next thing I have is something that I'm still kind of working on at the moment, but I think the first thing that I'm actually doing that with is this channel right now. Do not talk about it, progress. So I have a bad tendency where I like to talk about everything with everybody, and that's kind of my first problem, but that's fine. What we're gonna do is, instead of talking about it, we're just gonna actually do it. So when I say don't talk, progress, I mean don't pull a typical New Year's resolution type situation. So don't be like, oh yeah, the beginning of the year I'm gonna do this, and then you don't do it. Like, what was the point of you sitting there telling them that and you don't pull through with it? Whenever you talk before you do something, you kind of limit your progression, if that, in a sense. They'll be able to come back and be like, I thought you said you were gonna eat healthier, as they watch you put a piece of fried chicken on your plate. I don't know if I explained that well. Okay, this one kind of plays into what I just said. This one is don't tell everything. Like I said, it's kind of plays to what I just said. Don't tell everybody what you're going to do or what you intend to do, because they can always come back and backtrack on you and be like, oh, you said you were going to do this, whenever you're doing the opposite. Pretty much the same thing. So your actions speak louder than your words. If you show them that you're dedicated to doing whatever, they got the proof in your face. One good supporter is all you need. One good supporter is better than all of your friends, okay? I say friends for a reason. I say this because if you do have the case where you want to tell somebody about your plans, your progressions, your goals, tell one person. Tell that one good person that you know is going to be like, okay, that's a nice idea, and they're going to support you through and through. Don't tell your group of 16, 17 friends and they sitting here like, she ain't gonna do that. No, she's not gonna do that. Watch her not do that. I bet you she's not gonna finish it. That's why I call them friends, because they're not really your friends. If they don't sit there and they don't encourage you to do whatever you want, like whatever you think you want to do, if they don't encourage you to do it, baby, those aren't friends. If it's jokingly, sure, they're friends. But if they're just sitting there discouraging you 24/7, those are not friends. I regret to inform you, those are not friends. Maybe you need some new friends. But find you one good supporter. For me, my one good supporter is, honestly, my mom. Fulfillment comes from taking chances. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But I'm going to explain anyway. When I say fulfillment, I want to say, I don't know. Fulfillment comes from different people in different ways. But me, I don't think I'm fulfilled in life yet. Which just makes sense why I'm not fulfilled in life, if I'm being honest. Because, once again, I say, your girl's only 18. I don't have much fulfillment to be getting right now. But also, I want to become more fulfilled in life. Like, I want to enjoy life more. I want to do this, that. But what worries me about getting that fulfillment are taking the chances. I don't like to take chances. I want to have a more lively college experience come next semester. The best way to do that? Go outside. stay out of my dorm room. But I love my room though, so it's gonna be a hard battle come next semester. It's gonna be a hard battle, but fulfillment comes from taking chances. One of the things I'm gonna go by starting this year is if it makes you nervous, do it. The world will keep spinning. I've gotten to the point, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I low-key feel like my frontal lobe has either developed already or it's in the process of developing. At this point, I've gotten to the point in life where I'm just like, you know what, it's whatever. It's whatever. You want to do that? You do that. It's whatever. I don't care. From elementary school to high school to college and all that good stuff, you have experiences, you have embarrassing moments, you have bad moments, you have awkward moments. You have moments all throughout life. But the world will not stop spinning. I put watch others on here, but I kind of want to rephrase that. I want to say observe others. You can learn from observing others. I've had so many, and I quote, experiences, and I didn't even experience this. I just sat there and watched. Like, if you watch and observe others, you can find out a bunch of stuff. Like, you can find out who you want to be friends with, who you don't want to be friends with. You can find out who you want to date in school, who you don't want to date in school. And you know, we have TikTok and Instagram and all that good stuff now. We can watch others everywhere. You're watching me. This one's kind of cliche. I'm not gonna lie. This one's kind of cliche. But failing is a form of growing. If you know, you know. Everyone fails. Whether we say we fail at it, whether we claim that we failed at it, whether we know we failed at it, we all fail at some point, okay? Whenever you fail, you can be very discouraged. I know I get very discouraged whenever I fail anything. I don't like to fail. If I can't do it 100% perfection across the board, I don't want to do it. Failure is another form of growth. Whenever you fail, don't take it as I can't do this, I can't do that, I just can't get it right, I'm not going to do this anymore. No. Take that in and mentally mark it and make that a way for you to work harder. Make it a way for you to work better, to be better. Once you apologize, it is out of your hands. I'm going to put you in a scenario. You and your friend have some kind of argument, or you have some kind of disagreement. Once you apologize for your part, because there are two sides to a disagreement, there are always two sides. Taking accountability is a thing, okay? But once you apologize for your part, it's out of your hands. It is out of your way. Apology can be the most sincere thing ever. And they will still decide they don't want to be friends. That's how they wanted to choose. That's what they wanted to choose. You can't control what they choose. You can't control if they want to be your friend still. That's up to them. You can't control that. Just like you can't control how people act or what they do, or what advice they heed. High school was never that serious. I don't know what was in the air in high school. If you first get to high school and you're in 9th grade and you're in the hallway and you know you have to go from class to class in 5 minutes, you're going to sit there and think high school's like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so... No. I take everything super seriously. Unfortunately, I don't want to get out of that. But I take everything super seriously. High school was never that serious. It was never that serious. Never that serious, okay? It was never that serious. And I'm saying that in a sense as your grades should be taken seriously at all times. That's the main thing you should be taking serious in high school. In fact, your grades. But if you're thinking your relationship's going to be serious in high school, if you're thinking your friendship's going to be serious in high school, baby, you got another thing coming. After high school, we should all depart. But if you don't peak in high school, welcome to the squad, babe. Because I didn't peak in high school either. And you know what? I'm cool with that. I got my little status, I got my grades, and I dipped. Before I even end out this video, I have 2 things to say to y'all. To my young girls who are in high school. 1, do not get pregnant by anybody you meet in high school. And 2, run from that one senior that wants you. We have one senior every year who wants themselves a nice little freshman. Run. No. Do not date the senior. Cut your pearls and take them with you. Because mind you, they're going to get the freshman for a reason. Nobody in their grade wants them. We already know that. We know what they do. We know how they play. We don't want them. They want you because you're new. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't know when the next video is coming out. I'm going to try to start posting once a week. I've been saying that for the longest. Haven't been doing it, but don't worry. I'm putting it in the works. Thank you for listening and watching. Just know I love you. God loves you.